I'm Katie Wells, host of the Maximized Minimalist podcast. I escaped the hamster wheel of modern-day motherhood, overwhelmed by clutter and buried under the mental load. Now I live in a home that feels calm, manageable, and made for real life. I have margin in my days, energy for who matters most, and time for slow mornings and silly dance parties in the kitchen with my family. With over 5 million listens, the show has helped women around the world turn their homes into their happy place. Around here, we simplify for more peace, more presence, and more joy. We choose grace over guilt and progress over perfection. And we believe your home should give back more than it takes. I'm here to help you do the same. Come along with me and my guests as we share the real stories, habits, and strategies that help you lighten the load from the inside out. Pull up a seat, friend, and let's do this together. Ready, set, simplify. You know that feeling when you want to make progress on decluttering, but you don't have all day? This strategy today changes everything. I swear by it, and I am so excited to get it in your hands. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Katie, and I help you get to the root of your clutter so you can make your home your happy place using my philosophy and method called holistic decluttering. And if you've been here for a while, hey friend, welcome back. Happy New Year, all the things, hugs, kisses. We today are going to be building on what you've already been doing if you've been here and level up in the new year. So last week I was talking to one of my students, Melissa. She said something I hear all the time in January. So tell me if this sounds familiar. She had it as one of her New Year goals to tackle her hallway closet because it had been driving her crazy for months. And she, like a lot of us might be experiencing right now, she had that like January momentum. I think it was like January 1st. She literally messaged me. She's like, I'm ready, Katie. I want to dive in and I want to make bigger progress. But she also didn't want to do what she did in the past, which was be that person who pulls everything out of the closet, gets overwhelmed halfway through, and it sits in the entryway floor, or she just shoves it all back in as she'd done many times before she'd met me and like never really made progress. So we talked about this strategy, 25 to Thrive. I teach it in my book for scaffolding up from those daily habits like clutter audits, which are for all the newbies, micro declutter sessions that take literal seconds. 25 to Thrive is still sustainable, but it lets you make more visible progress when you want to dedicate the time and energy. So she tried it for the first time, and I'm going to read you her message because like literally 25 minutes later, she messaged me. She said, Katie, oh my gosh, proof. I didn't have to use my whole Saturday to make progress on this closet. And I didn't exhaust myself and hate the entire process. She said, I actually enjoyed it, and probably playing Boys to Men in the background helped. I mean, like, yeah, girl, you do you. Boys to Men, if that's your thing. I hear you. Finishes by saying, I will do this once a week as my goal until the closet is finished. But this is totally doable. Thank you so much. So friend listening, this is what I want for you this January and beyond. By the way, progress that sticks. So here's what this episode is really about. You do not need hours and days to make real progress. Right? We've all been told how to declutter the right way. You don't have to declutter the right way, which for 99.9% of the population is super overwhelming. That was me too. Most decluttering advice assumes you have unlimited time and energy, but you don't. You're juggling work, kids, life, like all the things, and waiting for the perfect Saturday to overhaul your closet. Like, I'm going to give you a little honesty, which I think we all hope our truest friends are honest with us, right? Often waiting for the perfect time or waiting for the perfect strategy or waiting until you have endless amounts of time and energy is often just procrastination dressed up as planning. Speaking personally too, right? Used to do that all the time. 25 to Thrive is different because it's not about perfection or needing endless time and energy. It's really about building momentum and proving to yourself you can do this one small space at a time. So here's a method, super simple, 3-step, that's it. Okay, step 1, set a timer for 20 minutes. You might be thinking, well, it's called 25 to Thrive. Why am I only setting a timer for 20 minutes? So I'll talk about that in just a second. Pick one area, right? This is what Melissa did in her closet. She started with the floor, which had tons of stuff on it, right? Start with the surface area, a shelf, a drawer, a bin, one category. If you want to tackle your closet this January, by all means, tackle that dang closet. Feels so good. Start with your undergarments, start with your socks, right? Break it down into bite-sized pieces, not your entire closet, not the entire garage, not every toy your kid has ever owned since birth. One small space. The key here is small. Your brain can handle a drawer. It cannot handle, okay, I need to reorganize my entire home before lunch. So set a timer for 20 minutes and start moving. Now, the key here is don't overthink. Just pull things out and make decisions as quickly as you can. Keep or let go. That's it. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Why 20 minutes? Can we geek out for just 1 second? I know, like, if you're new here, like, I always like to talk about this because the why really matters. Research shows our brains make faster, clearer decisions in short, focused bursts. So I'm just going to call it out. Why does all the advice out there say, empty your closet? Empty it all out. Oh my gosh. No. If you're like me, by like 10 minutes into that, I'm exhausted and I'm overwhelmed. And just like Melissa shared, we know how the story ends. It ends in tragedy and a massive disdain for decluttering. I'm like, well, I guess I'll never be able to do this the right way because I can't do it, right? It's not just you, it's how our brains work. So let's use that to our advantage here, people. Okay. All right. Off my little soapbox there. There is actually a study that shows decision fatigue starts kicking in after about 25 minutes of sustained decision making. Y'all, at the heart of it, that's what decluttering is. You're making decisions, you're making calls, and your brain's going to get tired. Your choices get fuzzier. Maybe you start second guessing more. This is completely normal. So why are we striving for these marathon sessions that aren't sustainable, burn us out, and are ineffective? Yes, you're going to make a ton of progress. I'm not saying like if you want to declutter a full day, by all means, go for it. But just know that after that benchmark of 25 minutes-ish, you are just going to be more ineffective. And that's okay. It doesn't mean stop. But inside that 20-minute window or so, you're more likely to be in flow, making decisions quicker, getting stuff done. It's kind of like any Mario Kart. Like, I grew up in the 90s. I love Nintendo 64. Like, it is like a core memory and like probably part of my identity. And now, kids these days, they have the Switch version. But regardless, guess what's one weapon that has stuck around? The star. It's like when you get that star from your question box weapon, it is like, yes, I got a star. You all of a sudden are cruising top speed and you're like not even breaking a sweat. You're maximizing results. Like, yes, please. This is the star for your Mario Kart race. Okay. And I want to mention something else too, because this is something I'm really paying attention to in my own life in the new year. It's not about also saving time and going from a full day to 25 minutes and like conserving time. It's about energy management. If you think about it, most decluttering advice out there just drains your energy, right? Pull everything out, get overwhelmed, shove it back in. You end up more exhausted than when you started. But 25 to thrive, it creates energy, which is why I created it. I want you to create that energy and momentum, because when you make solid visual progress in 25 minutes, you're going to feel lighter, capable, and have proof that you can follow through. And I'm telling you, that proof is honestly more important than any physical progress you'll be making throughout your house, because that proof where your brain goes, this works. This is something that's sustainable. I can do 25 minutes. It's creating energy, it's creating momentum, and it's creating a belief that I can do this. And honestly, for those of us who failed at decluttering 8 billion times, more times than we want to count, that part is crucial. So again, not just about conserving time, conserving and creating the energy you need to actually keep showing up. Cool? Okay, so 20 minutes is a sweet spot for most people because it's long enough to make real progress, but short enough to avoid burnout. So here's the other thing. During those 20 minutes, you are going to hit items where decisions are easy, like expired food, dead batteries, like the hoodie with the stain that never came out, the pants that are like 2 sizes too small for your kid. But you're also going to hit items where You don't know. You freeze. The what if I need this someday scarcity clutter, the sentimental items, aspirational clutter. Like there are more than one clutter types, by the way, for all the newbies. Revolutionary. Okay, you need to know this. And this is where having specific tools for the clutter type really, really makes the biggest difference. I'm telling you. So inside Clutter Cure Club, all the members who are already in there for Clutter Cure Club, you already have this and these tools at your fingertips. We have decision-making cheat sheets and flow charts for every single clutter type. So if you aren't a Clutter Cure Club member, I would literally just join just for that one resource of the hundreds of resources in there, because you can print them out and keep them right next to you while you're decluttering. So when you hit scarcity clutter, the what if I need this stuff, you're not depending on your brain to remember, like, what question do I ask? What strategy do I need? You just look at the cheat sheet. Talk about saving like 8,000 calories of decision fatigue. It is like my favorite thing. Y'all, I use these. I use them too. Y'all, we have enough to think about. I don't need to have to memorize every strategy. Just put it next to you. When you hit sentimental clutter, there's a flow chart, right? You're not winging it. You're not relying on willpower or memory. Girl, if you're anything like me, I don't have time for that. It's about having a system there that helps you bypass decision fatigue and giving your mind a tool to anchor into. Okay. And it makes you, again, just like that star in Mario Kart, 10 times more efficient every single time. Okay. Step 2. This is the part most people skip. You're going to use the last 5 minutes to reset. So 20 minutes of dedicated decluttering. Okay. Yes. If some of that time is spent simply putting things back and doing a reset, that's fine too. But the last 5 minutes, so set a second timer for 5 minutes, you are going to close the loop. Bag the donations up, move the donation bag into your car, whatever that looks like for your flow in your system, toss the trash, wipe down the surface, put things back where they belong, even if the space isn't completely, fully perfect and done, right? The goal is to leave the space better, not messier than when you started, and for you to feel better, not more overwhelmed than when you started. When you take those 5 minutes to close the loop, you are boosting and creating your energy. You walk away from that space feeling accomplished, just like Melissa. You're going to want to text me. You're going to be like, I need Katie's phone number. I need to send me a message on Instagram. You're going to clear the surface. You're going to feel the relief. And that feeling is what makes you want to come back next week or next time and do it again. So again, 5-minute reset at the end. Do not skip that part. Step 3, repeat when you have or want to dedicate the time and energy. I really try to not, the whole time, I don't have time, I don't have energy. I get it. A lot of us don't, but language matters, I think. So I feel more empowered when I say, when you want to dedicate the time and energy. We're all busy in January. Nothing's different from 2 weeks ago to January, but most of us are dedicating more time. It's not because we have more time and energy. It's because we're intentional with our time and energy. Okay, I'll step off that soapbox too. You don't need to do 25 to thrive every single day. Most of my clients aim for once a week to once a month. All right. Between Zoom calls, after dinner, while the kids are watching Bluey, do a 25 to thrive. One of my students, Erica, she keeps a sticky note by her kitchen sink that literally all it says is 25 to thrive. And it's her reminder. It's totally in her power to reclaim one space when she wants to. Not doing full decluttering rooms. Ain't nobody got time for that, but making forward progress. And she said, it's like I'm investing in future me. And I was like, my little heart, it soared when I heard that. She said, even 25 minutes makes me feel like I showed up. And these 25 minutes, instead of feeling like drudgery, like decluttering used to feel to me, Katie, she said, it really feels like it's my me time in a really powerful way because I'm reclaiming control, peace, and energy in my home and creating energy for myself at the same time. There's so many wins in that. And I thought, what a refreshing perspective to take, right? And that's the whole point. You're not trying to do it all. You're building momentum and proving to yourself, I can do this. So stop waiting for the perfect weekend. It ain't going to come. And girl, when it does come, you're going to want to hang out with your family. Maybe go get a massage. Maybe sit there and read a book. Not do another marathon of decluttering, which again, leaves this kind of a sour taste in your mouth, I think. It can. 25 minutes is enough. One drawer is enough. One shelf is enough. And if you've been listening for a while, if you've been doing the daily resets, the clutter audits, right? I see you are building something so magical. And so think of a 25 to thrive as scaffolding up. right? It's not a replacement for what you're already doing. It's just next level for when you want to make more visible progress. Okay, so here's what we're going to do this week. Number 1, pick one small area. Number 2, set your timers, 20 minutes for decluttering, 5 minutes to round it out, to put everything away and get your space back to baseline. Number 3, just start, pull things out, decide, keep, let go, keep, let go. If an item you're unsure about, if you're simply unsure about, right, you freeze, feel free to bypass the tougher stuff and keep focusing on the easy wins in that 20 minutes, or join us in Clutter Cure Club. Like I said, get those decision cheat sheets. They're game changers. last 5 minutes, close the loop, bag the donations, toss the trash, wipe it down, put things away. That's it. You're done. Make a goal like my clients, once a week to once a month. And here's the thing. I know January can feel like this big transformative month, and it can be. This is a beautiful thing, right? But you don't need to overhaul your entire home or life by February. It's not how real change works. We talk about this often here. Real change happens in the seconds, in the micro minutes, in the 5 minutes here, in the 25-minute 25 to thrives here. So give yourself 25 minutes this week and watch what happens. And by the way, oh my goodness. Okay. This month on the podcast, we are going deep on implementation. Next week, we're talking about when decluttering gets hard and your brain just stops. I've been there, done that, and what to do for that. I'm also bringing in an ADHD expert, and we're going to be talking about what to do when you're the only one in your house who cares about decluttering, which I know is exhausting. Been there, done that. This is going to be such a beautiful month to make progress together and build the foundation that makes everything easier. So if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. And there's a bonus episode this Friday, January 9th, which also happens to be my birthday. How fun. So I'm releasing a super special bonus episode, reading it's like my baby, one of my dearest chapters from my new book, Making Home Your Happy Place, a real life guide to decluttering without the overwhelm. This chapter is really just such a big piece to the holistic decluttering framework and getting to the heart of it, getting to the root of your clutter and what we do here in this community. I am so excited to share it with you. And if you want support in a community and people rallying with you while you are on your simplifying journey, because let's be honest, decluttering alone is hard. It's taxing. And if you think about any goal you have in life, when you have a community and a coach, you're way more likely to succeed. So Clutter Cure Club, my monthly membership, is open for enrollment this month. You get all kinds of goodies inside, like we talked about, a full library of lessons, printables, cheat sheets, and I could talk for days, but instead just go to the website in my show notes and join us, because we are going to make so much progress together this month, this year, and beyond. All right, friend. So excited for what's ahead for you, for me, for the show, for the book, all the things. We are simplifying together. So speaking of simplifying, you know what to do. Ready, set, simplify. And I'll see you Friday for the bonus episode. Bye.